Hey, it's Savannah, and today we're going over all things alligators. Are they really that scary? Where to spot them, how to avoid them, and maybe we'll actually see some. Let's go. Disclaimer before we start, gators are amazing. They're super freaking cool. They're from the Jurassic period. They're essentially dinosaurs, but they've been around that long because they really avoid everybody. It's just like any wild animal. If you get too close and you're in their territory, they're gonna get a little messed up about it, but they're more scared of you than you are of them. If you see them, you just avoid them, then you're totally fine and you shouldn't really be that scared. But let's get into the video. Florida is home to over 1 million of these creatures that we know of, and we only average about 6 bites a year. Between 1948 and 2020, there's only been 26 documented deaths caused by alligators in Florida. Average between 6 and 13 feet, but really that main average is around 7 feet. And fun fact, the space between their little nostrils and their eyes in inches are essentially how many feet they are long. So how to avoid them? The first thing is, if you're near any body of water, there could be a gator there. The really main thing is don't feed them. If you see one, just stay away. If you do see an alligator, literally just run. That's it. They can run really fast, but only for very short distances. It's a common myth that zigzagging works. And if you don't know what zigzagging is, this is what it is. Do not do that. That is a myth. Where do you find alligators? Well, any body of water is fair game. That includes freshwater and saltwater. Primarily it's freshwater, so if you see a little retention pond like this one, or you see a lake, a river, even a tiny pond, just avoid putting any small children or dogs unattended. It's very rare for them to be in pools. That's a common misconception. Really, you're gonna be safe with your pools. Okay, one of my favorite games to play in Florida is it a log or is it a gator? Because it's really hard to tell the difference sometimes. This would be a great spot for gators to hang out. I actually think that's their local bar. How scary are they? Okay, if you hear them hissing, you need to run. But really, they will swim away from you. They don't like to be around you. They're kind of introverted. Reminder, attacks are very rare and 94% of them happen in the water or right near the shore. But if you do find yourself attacked by a gator, here's what you should do. They attack their prey by barrel rolling. They will roll you. The best thing to do in that situation is let them roll you. Don't fight the roll, but as you're rolling with them, poke them in the eyes or bang on the snout because that really disorients them. A few places that you can go see gators for fun are right here. My number one thing, because it's the cheapest, is just finding any body of water and seeing if you can spot one. Celebration is really fun to see them. The next thing is Wekiva Springs. All of the springs usually have a bunch of gators. You can kayak and see them, especially in the morning before a lot of people are there. That way they don't get spooked. The third way is the Everglades. The Everglades is an amazing time. If you've never been, you definitely should go at least once in your life and take an airboat tour. They're the funnest, coolest, awesomest things ever, and your kids will love it. And then the last one is Gatorland. If you've seen Gator Boys, I think that's the name of the show on Animal Planet, that takes place right here in Orlando. So you can go and see them, not in the wild, so you can see shows and things like that and see them in a safer setting. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'm excited for your move to Florida.